Gathering here for a little introductory speech. Hi everyone, please join us as we introduce our artists today and the exhibition. Welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, thank you so much for being here. It's a pleasure to have you all join us today and have you spend this evening with us. My name is Margaret. I'm with Ruth's table. I see a lot of familiar faces here today, some new ones. Thank you so much for joining us. For some of you who are joining us for the first time, Ruth's table is a gallery and an art center, and we are committed to promoting inclusive access to creative opportunities for older adults and adults with disabilities. And so our gallery is one of the programs that we have. We also have creative art workshops happening online and on site, slow looking programs. We have dosing tours for everybody, for groups, for individuals who are blind and have low vision. We have dementia-friendly programs. We also partner with different communities in the Bay Area who lack resources and lack creative programs that support the diverse needs and abilities of our older adult communities. So we partner with them and deliver programming. Everything we do is free and open to everybody, and we take great pride in that. And we have some of our donors here tonight, and I just wanted, on behalf of our program, thank everybody who have donated and supported our program. It is really because of you that we're able to do everything that we're doing. All of this, you help make this possible, so thank you. Thank you. And if some of you joining us here tonight for the first time, if you're willing and able to donate and support the program, if you're enjoying yourself here tonight, you can donate at the cash bar. There's an option to donate online. There's Jessica there handling the cash bar, so come and meet Jessica. She's one of our team members here. I also want to give a big shout out to Ashley Harris, who's somewhere here as well. She's my program partner, and she's really, she helps make this all come together and look as gorgeous as it does. And you'll also be able, she's not here right now, but you'll be able to hear Ashley's voice if you scan the QR codes that you see on the labels. So those QR codes will take you to the audio description of every artwork. So Ashley recorded those, so you'll be able to hear her. We also have Braille labels and a guide available if you need one. So moving on to the reason why we're really here tonight, we are delighted to be hosting the celebration of this new exhibition of quilts by Margaret Fabrizio. Margaret? The exhibition is curated by Hannah Reddick, who will introduce Margaret and give a brief introduction to the exhibition as well. So without further ado, I'll pass it on to Hannah.
Good evening to all of you here. First, let me thank you, Margarita, for the introduction and the hard-working team at Ruth's Table, who make the opening of Agents of Change and the unveiling of Margaret Fabrizio's Kawandis number 100X. I don't know exactly how many she done afterwards. Personally, I want to express my gratitude for supporting my efforts of bringing new exhibitions and introducing new audiences to this gallery space. It's a space that is much more than just an exhibition venue, and you just heard a short description of the activities that take place in this space. I'm of course grateful to all of you who came to make this event as lively as possible and pay tribute to the one and only Margaret Fabrizio. Exhibitions are meaningless without an audience because by nature, art is intended to be displayed and appreciated. We at Ruth Table are honored and thrilled to host you and et al. With inspiring your Kawandis. Your output is one of infinite inspiration and creativity. I know that many of you here are familiar with your work and the heroic adventure that it took to get to this point. Some of you may know the story how Margaret stumbled upon the CD Kawandis. Briefly, it began in 2011 when Fabrizio was captivated by soulful stitching, stunning city quilts at Moab. The works of the city quilters piqued her interest and led to a trip into a remote state of Karnataka, located on the South Asian continent of India. Since her journey to Karnataka, Fabrizio made 8 trips to India and created over 100 quilts, all by hand, mostly using scraps, recycled cloth, Indian fabrics, and remainder materials from tailor shops and so on. It's safe to say that she single-handedly introduced the style of CD Kawandis to the West and gained worldwide recognition for her Kawandis signature style. The Agents of Change presents an opportunity for us to embark on a journey to discover, examine this marvelous Kawandis Intimately means to check out the sources and techniques of these swatches of fabrics, as in ikat from Guatemala, a cotton print of snake skin, African cotton, brocades from India, tiny owls that enjoy highly venerated status in Japan as symbols of wisdom and fortune. The silk peacock, recovered from a Chinese antique silk pillow that happened to be a national bird of India, a symbol of beauty and grace. And then the ultimate, imagine standing under the monumental Sistine Chapel and staring at the 3 Sibyls, or discovering the sparkling $1 bill on the green Kawandi. And now, let me put the spotlight on Margaret again by saying what a significant role she plays in expanding the American quilt landscape and serving a building block of bridging East and West. Importantly, it's appropriate that we view this exhibition within a cross-cultural context and dream of how our fractured world can be patched and united, how East and West can come together after all. We see that the huge mix of countries coexist right in front of you, and they really speak volumes. I want to believe that global outreach is possible because art is a universal language and enables communication worldwide. In concluding my remarks, I want you to know that I consider Margaret's works as agents of change that give us a roadmap to mend the broken world by reviving cultural and creative sectors. I have a deep sense that the world is ready for change and healing. By the way, Siddhi is a noun in Sanskrit meaning knowledge, accomplishment, attainment, and success. As far as I am concerned, the noun captures Margaret Fabrizio's significant work as an artist and a storyteller. Now, please help me welcome Margaret Fabrizio with a thunderous applause.
I will be running for president. So as you can see, I'm interested in making pieces focusing on one color. The first one I made was red. It was finished. I hung it up in my living room, and every time I went into the room, I heard myself say, "That's very red." So after 8 or 9 times of hearing it called that, that's the title I gave Kawandis, Very Red. Blue, playing the blues. Making these is like jazz because you're just improvising as you go. There's no roadmap, and it's just a jazzy experience. Making a Kawandis, I heartily recommend it. Yellow, hello, yellow. Green, it's just green. It was one of the first pieces I made where I started getting tendrils. To me, it was like things were growing. It was growing. So then, what next? I was making a lot of other things. These have been spaced intermittently with other works. So when I was working on orange, I hadn't really started it yet. I didn't, but I was thinking orange. And one night I woke up in the middle of the night and thought, I can make an orange. So we have teal. That fabric was a very lumpy fabric. I thought it added an additional texture. And if you'll pardon the expression, pith. And then the segments, which have been posted on 12 consecutive days as individual segments. I was keeping it hidden. I didn't want people to actually see the whole thing until today. So thank you all for being here and sharing this experience.
I will just make a quick comment to say that the Roxy Theater is showing tomorrow Clockwork Orange.
Oh!
Well, I think it's just pretty amazing. And it was a great idea the way Ahana put the green and the blue on either side.
Yeah.